Hey guys, if you don't like spending hours scanning for stocks that meet the Minervini trend template criteria, this video is going to help you. I'm going to show you how you can very quickly and easily build your own Minervini trend template criteria using my stock screen hero. We're currently running a 7-day free trial, so if you want to try out what I'm showing you in this video, there is a link in the comment section below for you to do that for free. So I'm going to show you how you can go about creating your own Minervini trend template criteria, and then I'm going to show you how you can filter the results to show flag type patterns, so high type flags first, or potentially VCPs or cup and handles first. You can then kind of tailor it to your kind of breakout criteria preference as well. So let's jump on into it. The first thing we want to do is we want to create a kind of liquidity parameter. So 50-day average volume, we're going to, for the purpose of this, click over 100K. You can play around with all of these things. Remember, there's that free trial currently in the comment section below. So we want the 50-day average volume to be greater than 100K. We also want the stock to be in a confirmed uptrend. So we're going to go over here to the 200 SMA and we're going to click price above the 200 SMA. Now you may also want to add price above the 50 SMA, depends how many results you really want to be returning. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to say, yes, we want the price above the 50 SMA. Now, if you would like to play around with the price settings, you can do that. So if you want to filter out stocks that are less than or over than a specific price, you can do that. For the purpose of this video, we're just going to keep that as any. Now, you may also want to add a 1 month and 3 month percentage gain to that to just kind of try and help more efficiently identify stocks that are moving and in the context of an uptrend. So we're going to go over here to the 3 month percentage gain and we're going to click greater than 25%. Now in our database, we currently have over 5,000 stocks. So let's hit search on this and see how many results we get back. So we're now getting back 659 stocks that are meeting this criteria we just defined. Now you can play around with this. You could make this more kind of stringent if you want as well. So maybe you change the 3 month gain to stocks greater than 50%. Maybe you put kind of a minimum price on there of $10 or something like that as well. But for the purpose of this, let me then just show you things that you can be doing in terms of the table and then tailoring the results in terms of the order you're going to see them. So I like looking for stocks that have made the biggest 3 month percentage gain first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click the 3 month percentage gain. So it's now going to show me the stocks that have made the biggest 3 month percentage gain first that are still meeting this criteria, which was 659. So then I'm going to click charts and I'm going to show you something cool that you can do with the charts in a couple of minutes time. So these are the stocks that made the biggest 3 month percentage gain and are meeting that trend template criteria that we just created. So you can be scanning through here really quick, really efficient. Now the stocks that you think are interesting, and as I said, this here, when you're searching for the 3 month percentage gain first, this is going to show you more of the flag type patterns. If you want to find stocks that are more kind of classic VCPs, bigger bases, I'd be looking for stocks closest to their 52-week high. That's just going to be a more efficient way. My favorite chart pattern to trade is the quicker moving stocks building those flags. So this one here, this is GLYC. There's actually been some insider buying, chief medical officer in here, really big volume. So you can then just add this to the watch list. So you can be going through what I think we built here with Stock Screen Hero is the quickest initial screener there is. So in terms of actually just showing you the stocks that are meeting criteria, whether it be a high type flag scan, whether it be a VCP scan or a trend template scan, you can then be adding these really quick, really efficiently, monitoring them in watch lists. You can then import that into a TC2000 or a TRADINGVIEW or something like that to really then kind of dial it in on in terms of planning the trade out. This is designed as an initial screener and it's very, very good. It's super speedy. It's the quickest that I've ever used and I've tried most of them. So an MDGL, right? Big move up here. Then see how it's starting to tighten up. PRQR, another biotech stock looking fairly interesting. 9. This one here, oil and gas field services, very strong area of the market. Schlumberger, Halliburton in there at the minute, potential high type flag forming here. That looks interesting. Summit has made a really big move, another biotech stock potentially setting up there. Mac as well. So these are ones that you can be adding to your list. Now it's not about just having kind of a magic pill scan. There's some work, there's some patience, some kind of research involved here as well. Stocks take time to set up for whatever your criteria is. So it's about having that very, very high quality watch list that you can monitor. You can look at these on a tablet and iPad. It works absolutely great as well for doing scanning when you're in the airport, your kids playing soccer or whatever it may be a go-to. See how this has made a big move up here, pulling back. This could potentially sell. So then you're just adding them to your various watch lists, whatever it is you want to do in terms of your watch list. So let me show you something else which is pretty cool that you can do. So come up here, right, and click this icon and go your site settings. Now, if you don't like candlesticks and you'd rather bars, great, you can change it. So come here, click this one. Okay, this is going to show you the open, high, low, and close. And if you don't want to look at two charts per row, and you just want to do one, which actually then works really well on a tablet or an iPad, click here. And if you don't want to look at the daily chart, you want to look at the weekly chart as the default, you can click here, right? I'm going to keep it as daily for the purpose of this video. Hit save. Now I'm going to go back into the stock screen hero, and let's say you want to look for a specific industry group or sector. For the purpose of this, we're going to look at a specific industry group being gold. Some of the gold miners, precious metal miners look very interesting at present, showing a lot of relative strength. So I can search for gold here. Now I could just apply the same criteria that we have and look specifically at gold stocks or look specifically at other industry groups. So I'm going to hit search. Now this is going to break it down. So we've now got 16 results, which are all in the gold industry group that meet this criteria that we've defined. And again, you could then play around with it. You can create your own scans. You can save the scan, call it whatever you want to do. So then what I'm going to do, again, I like looking for stocks that have made the largest 3-month percentage gain first. So I'm going to click this one here. I just like looking for the strongest stocks, the quicker moving stocks first. That's just how I like to do it. If you want to do it differently, absolutely fine. So what we're then going to do is we're going to click charts. Now it's going to look a little bit different this time. So what we've now got is bars instead of candlesticks, and we have one per row. So it also opens it out, so you can just kind of, it enlarges the chart a little bit more. So if your preference is looking at it like this, absolutely fine, you can do that. You could also default this to the weekly chart as well, which would be the 5-year here. So you could then be seeing that if you want to look at weekly charts first instead of instead of daily charts. But some of the gold stocks look interesting. We've had a couple of base breakouts. There's some still on my radar, like a GFI. This one looks really strong. So it's made a decent move here on volume coming through. It just needs to set up an EGO going sideways, tightening up. Looks fairly interesting as well. So this is how you can then dial it in to look at individual stocks in specific industry groups, sectors, kind of themes that you're identifying, and OR, this one looks interesting, doesn't it? See how it's moved up here and then potentially starting to build quasi kind of Davis box, VCP action, a little bit of kind of maybe cup and handle as well. It's kind of forming. It's looking pretty interesting. So that one there, I could be adding that into a watch list and then be monitoring it and then looking for my breakout criteria to set up. I could import that quickly into a trading view and do more kind of detailed technical analysis in terms of looking at the moving averages, plotting levels, alerts, all of that good stuff. But as an initial screener, I think this is super duper speedy. So there is currently a 7-day free trial in the comments section below. So if you'd like to try out everything I've just showed you, click on that link below and you'll be able to do it. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.